guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 88. Hey, echo. Hey, tighten down. Run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, we got to get to the 50. To the ball. Let's keep running.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. The open man is Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go right back to White here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You got 58.
On 2nd down, it's White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Luke Kuechly just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Like 10, like 10. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Newton to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And then they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thing.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Luke Kuechly able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
10-30.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Set. 180. 59. So we got man.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Gun.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 18-yard line.
Ready. Check. Move to 8.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shoot.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down from the 34. 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more, guys.
Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
There's so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A first down there on a pickup at 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, 59. Mike, check, 59.
On first down, Newton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on third down, Newton completes it to Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Newton throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to launch this thing. Wait it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for the touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check 30. Check 3. Check 3. Yeah, live. Check 6, God.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey. Kill. Bang. Mike.
Now it's Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a give, right side. Hilliard, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike 5'9", 20. Push him back. 59 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. 20. Switch. Check 9. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Harris. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
58! Right there, 56. Callie, don't let Callie.
On 1st down, Murray.
Check 26, check 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Where are going?
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking long for Westbrook. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marcus Davenport able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Check 56. Here I come.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Newton throwing complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw is Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Zoo.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air this thing out deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
58. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murray. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first.
20.
Check.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Throwing here, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the